So Periel and the others are here?
Oh, let's go and meet them.
Periel, Sane, you two came to help?
Naturally.
We heard what happened at the Guardian's village. That must have been quite the ordeal.
We're here to fight with you. And thank goodness we made it in time.
I advised His Majesty to remain in Euchris.
You and Eiyuden both try to dissuade me. I admit, I may not be able to contribute much, but I still felt I should fight with you. Symbolically, I suppose.
Most gracious Majesty, your presence here will make the next step go more smoothly.
What step is that?
We have called a summit with Norrister and Keenan. Before we face the Empire, there is another battle to win.
Here we suffer again.
Don't you mean, here we go again?
Here we go, suffer again.
I believe we are all assembled.
The last time we gathered like this was to negotiate the Norsfarian purchase with Aldrich. But the world is a very different place now.
And where do things stand with the Dukes?
General Electra, if you would.
Yes, Your Majesty. This information comes on behalf of intelligence supplied by Commander Noah of the Alliance and the valiant Guardian Marissa. There is a strong possibility the Imperial Army will invade Norrister via White Crown Pass in the Eiyuden North Caps.
The Alliance, is it? So, they've given a name to the untrained rabble that pulled Euchris out of the fire.
I'm not certain that's the best way to,
Correct. It is better to say they saved us. We'd not have held the enemy at bay without their help, and neither will you. Duke Aldrich commands tremendous power. His army is so great that even the combined might of our three nations cannot hold him back. We need the strength of every nation in the League. And Commander Noah and the Alliance have proven themselves capable of bringing people together.
Our castle has welcomed allies from every race, from the Shi'arks to the Tree Folk.
And here I thought it was young Countess Groom hatching all these petty plans.
Bless you, Highness.
Noah, was it? The young lady has little skill when it comes to hiding her ambitions. But what cause have you to fight?
My cause? It's to protect as many people as I can.
Ha! That seems a rather simple-minded way to look at the world.
I've seen too many things in this war, and seen too many people dragged into it against their will. It has to stop. I believe that now more than ever.
A fine answer, spoken with the fire of youth. But the young commander would be wise to remember that passion alone cannot win a war.
Or perhaps such passions are precisely what is needed.
Humans are eager creatures, quicker to profess than they are to practice. I hope there's more to his words than wind.
Perhaps His Highness might first explain the absence of the Keenani army. Will they be arriving before or after the battle?
We had more immediate concerns.
Just before we set out, someone set fire to a number of the outposts we were using to provision our army. It forced us to transport supplies from more remote outposts, which delayed the march.
The work of the Dukes.
Most likely. Confound him.
That is distressing. If the Empire reaches us before the Khinani army, any hope of victory will be dashed.
I assure you, we are moving as quickly as we can.
And if that is not enough,
Then we'll just have to slow the Empire down.
bold words. Have you a plan?
If you can provide a map of White Crown Pass, I will see it accomplished.
So, this alliance of yours can handle a mission of such consequence?
We can and will, Highness.
Then by all means, let us see what the mighty young leader can do.
I trust there are no objections. Commander Noah?
I've learned never to doubt you when you're up to something. Let's do it.
I knew we would waste time fencing with one another over who is the bigger leader.
Duke Aldrich understands the League's pressure points. Who knows what else he'll try besides attacking Keenan's provisions?
I don't know squat about this Aldrich person, but he already sounds like an insufferable ass.
Oh, I think you and I are going to get along very nicely.
So what's the plan to slow him down?
I will require a little time to hammer that out. You've only just arrived and must be tired, Commander. Why don't you take your ease at the inn?
We should head to Maxim's and help get the villagers settled in.
Yes, I'm certain more will be arriving in the coming hours and days.
So, don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but are you sure you'll come up with a plan in time, mate?
It's that, or I'll have to start entertaining the idea of losing.
Melridge could have at least dropped a hint about how we're gonna slow the imps down.
Right? I don't like not knowing what's up.
Might as well catch some winks while we can.
I wonder if Melridge has worked out his plan.
Thank you for giving me time, Commander Noah.
Did you come up with anything?
I believe I have.
Must you all work through the night like this? You really should take better care of yourselves.
The boss can be pretty strict, but working with him is fascinating.
Let's discuss the operation. Miss Iris, if you would.
True to its name, White Crown Pass is covered year-round in heavy weather. But in a bit of good news for us, it's also prone to avalanches.
And are we expecting one of those soon?
No. So we're going to cause one instead.
We can do that?
We've carefully pored over the maps we were provided to study the peak's shape. We have identified 3 locations where, with a sufficient explosion, we could trigger controlled avalanches and impede the Imperial Army's progress.
Do we need all 3?
Yes, that's the only way to get enough volume to bury the pass.
What kind of explosions are we talking here? Magic?
Nope, we'd need way too many people to produce that much firepower. We're gonna use imp tech called runic charges. I've seen them in action before. They pack quite a punch.
Runic charges? If such a thing exists, I'm not privy to it.
Trust me, you don't want to be near one when it goes off.
It's a bad memory for CJ.
They're a type of explosive that was in production at our research facility. Raw lens power is what creates the blast. I wasn't directly involved, but I heard he'd been using them on the down low.
He, as in the Dukes?
That makes sense, actually. Aldrich has been focusing his efforts on channeling the rune lens's power into weapons anyone can wield. Those charges must be one such product.
I understand his reasoning. As the power of a rune lens depends on individual talent, they are difficult to put to military use.
We also wouldn't have the rune tank without the Dukes' funding. But nothing excuses what he's doing at the lab.
Agreed. He's crossed a line.
So that's the kind of man we're up against.
Anyway, the charges are pretty unpredictable and can only be manufactured in small quantities. From what I heard, they're only approved for use during special operations.
Long story short, me, Ivy, and Codell took a crack at making some, based on what Guru and everyone remembered. It requires a special grade of raw lens, but we were able to make just enough, and I guarantee they pack a punch.
A shame we can't put such a powerful weapon into general use.
We'd be hard-pressed to gather enough raw lens at that grade.
Oh, another thing! We built a regule that will let us trigger a timed explosion by controlling how quickly magical energy is siphoned off the lens.
So the plan is to place those in the 3 locations you mentioned.
Yes, but we must ensure the explosions trigger simultaneously.
We should finish the job quickly, since there's no telling when the enemy will arrive.
Quite so, which is why I will be asking Commander Noah, Lieutenant Sane, and Guardian Marissa to lead the 3 teams that will be placing the charges.
Fine by me.
Me as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want out?
Just messing with you. I was about to volunteer.
Poo-poo-poo! The leader of the Alliance, an Imperial dissenter, and one of the Guardian's finest warriors teaming up on a go-for-broke mission? This will be fantastic publicity.
Lady Periel?
Nothing. Don't mind me.
Right then. Our 3 team leaders should proceed to White Crown Pass at once. The rest of us will be right behind you. Once you reach the pass, be ready to split into your respective teams.
The pass is north of here, in case you get lost.
Let's get going, everyone. The Imperial Army can make the crossing any day now.
No objections here.
We've got this.
Very well. Who else will be accompanying you?
Point me at your foes. I will daw them into little puddles.
Let's continue the fight, Noah!
Let's go.
Oh, baby!
Luck to you all.
Is everything in place?
90% of our planned expeditionary forces have assembled. They will be ready to march in a few days.
Who is the holdout? General Goldwyn?
Correct. However, he has been given a formal order on behalf of the throne. He will fall in line, despite his attempts to stall us.
Huh. What does that fool hope to achieve?
Truly.
He poses no threat. Regardless, we have a more important matter to discuss. I recently learned that our plans to cross Snowpeak Pass have been leaked to the enemy.
That matters not. While we are ready to move out, the Kanane army is still scrambling to amass provisions.
You are forgetting another concern.
An ambush?
Impossible. Our scouts have already determined there are no hiding places along the way for a force of any size.
All true. And yet, the League of Nations has someone very clever advising them. Wars are not decided by numbers, but by character, by the resolute, the wise, and the faithful. Many people claim, falsely I might add, to possess such character. But it's the few who truly have it that will give you trouble, even when you have them outnumbered.
Wise words, Your Grace. But I swear my faith and loyalty to you are beyond question.
White Crown Pass is north of here. Let's be off.
Ooh, so this mission comes down to the three of us. I just hope we can all play nice.
What do you mean?
Don't you two have some kind of rivalry going on?
Actually, the one time Sane and I went head-to-head, he took me down.
Victory and defeat are but a breath apart.
Really? Interesting. We'll have to spar sometime.
Everything is prepared on our side, Commander Noah.
That was quite a climb. Sorry we couldn't get here faster. Whew.
It's fine. We haven't been waiting long.
So from here, we split into 3 teams like we discussed.
Correct. If there are no objections, Commander, I would like to commence the operation right away.
Better do it before the Imperial Army gets here.
They'll never know what hit them.
Oh, baby!
We cannot fail. This is the only way we will buy enough time for the Kinani army to reach Norista.
Okay, so let me take you through where the runic charges need to go. Let's start with Sane's team. You'll be placing a charge on the western ridge. I marked the exact location on this map.
We will accompany you, Lieutenant.
I mean, you can't have an adventure without Team Galdia, right?
Hey, up! We'll do this together. Right, Sane?
Thank you all.
Who else will you be taking?
Can I walk next to you?
Is it my turn, then?
You will be under my protection.
Seems like we're the first ones out.
Be careful.
Yeah, don't slip. That first step's a doozy.
Hey! Take a look. Stay prepared.
arms!
Come win!
Here we go!
Runens activated!
Feel it? Goodbye! Victory!
We go!
According to Miss Iris's instructions, this should be the first location.
Okay, but there's no way forward.
So be it. We'll just wait here a spell.
I imagine that Marissa girl is probably hitting the trail right about now, huh?
She should be, yes.
So she's a guardian, eh? I bet nothing scares that one. Girls like her are keepers, I tell you that. Say, Sane, you wouldn't mind if I took a crack at a little international diplomacy, would you?
International diplomacy?
Yeah, you know, maybe just...
Second Lieutenant.
What? I didn't even get specific.
It's our turn to leave, right?
Yes, we've finished verifying the detonation site. You are clear to proceed.
This will be a good chance to put in some practice before we hit the real battlefield.
You're coming?
Of course I am. You think I came all this way just to let you have all the kicks? Besides, you lucked out. Any mission with me on the roster is guaranteed easy breezy.
May I join you as well, Marissa?
Of course, Nell. You're always welcome.
Thank you. This pleases me.
Wave, on the other hand, I'll just have to put up with.
Hey, not nice. When you were little, you used to follow me around everywhere. Called me Wei Wei, remember?
When are you gonna let that go already?
Who else will be accompanying you?
Alwi and Lilowin seemed keen to come along.
I appreciate the opportunity.
You've come to the right healer.
Try not to die on my watch.
My blade will serve you well.
All right, let's head out.
Wave? You're not the captain here. I am.
Pooh!
Right. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. You're just so darn adorable when you take charge.
Seriously?
You're going to be great, Marissa.
All right. Marissa, I'm sending your team to the Eastern Ridge. Does the map make sense to you?
Map and terrain scan complete. I have set a waypoint for the detonation site.
Perfect. Let's get moving. Lean? I should be asking you the same thing.
Poopy! I am so glad you're all right, Lean.
Hey, the runes always smile on this lucky girl.
Yes, I am well aware.
So, what you doing here?
What are we doing here?
Pooh! Poopy poo!
We're in the middle of trying to slow the Imperial Army's advance.
Interesting. Very interesting. I thought trouble might be brewing, and by gum, my intuition was spot on. Guess I'll just have to help out. What would you do without me, Marissa?
You're safe in my hands.
Let's get this show on the road!
It feels nice to travel with you again, Lean.
Not to be cliche, but are we there yet?
Scanning terrain and comparing against map data. No, we are only halfway.
Oh, what's the matter, Marissa? You fizzling out already? You were always a ball of energy in the Greatwood. Guess the mountains aren't quite your playground?
I'm not fizzling. Guardians don't fizzle. But yes, I suppose I do prefer the forest. You just feel the life all around you there, you know?
Waxing poetic so she doesn't have to keep climbing. Clever.
I am not.
Poopy!
Come on, let's keep at it.
Yes. According to Miss Iris's projections, we're supposed to be the first group to reach our position.
You're mine.